Yeah, I was just about to ask that. Like I guess that's hooping and going and just putting up shots. That's kind of like a therapeutic thing
It
for you.
is. Just that's sports has literally been all my life. Like that's ever since literally birth. I literally since birth I've always done sports, and
That's crazy.
what?
Didn't do anything since
Oh
birth.
no, it's since birth.
Like three. He
that
started at the
for-
YMCA at like age 3. He did soccer and he hated it. I mean, I literally have a picture of him like literally sitting on the soccer ball, like not doing anything. Like he hated it. And so we found out super soon that soccer was just not going to be that for him. And then we did t-ball, and I think it was like we did, the whole 4, 5, 6. I think we did like YMCA. Then we moved to like King's
Parson, right?
Court. No, we did King's Court for a little bit, and I mean, he was just bigger than everybody at one point. I mean, so I was like, and so we did the YMCA t-ball, and they were like, "You need to put this kid on a real field," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So the next year we did East China baseball, and um, we did baseball from time he was, I guess, like 4 or 5 to, I guess, 8th grade year, and then football, and then basketball. But he's done all the sports since he was probably like 4, some capacity.
Mm-hmm.
But basketball was just the one that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did football, freshman, sophomore, junior year, but he didn't want to do football this year, so basketball is it.
Yep. And so now, at this point, right, you got things you got to help out with your mom with, and of course, you just lost your home for the time being, but also you middle of a basketball season, right? You guys are really dedicated at Northwood, and you guys are trying to go for that state championship. We talked about that before the season started. Just what was going through your mind with thinking about all the things you had to handle at this point now with what you got on the court, what you got off the court, also with school and things like that?
It's a lot. It's a lot, but looking at my mom and like seeing her work ethic, working like multiple jobs ever since I don't know when, like she missed. I mean, not missed. She's always been there, but like when I was younger, she had to go to like school, to get her cosmetology or hairstylist, what she wanted to be. So she didn't be around me a lot, but as I got older, she worked her butt off at like every single day, worked multiple jobs, pay the bills, make sure I can eat, make sure I got basketball shoes to hoop in, football shoes to play football in, gear, just anything, riding me to AAU games, stuff like that. It just seeing her put all that work ethic like in, it just rubbed off on me. So like, I mean, I can do it. It's a lot, and it just my mom's work ethic. It just pushes me to be able to do it without falling down and crumbling and being like sad. I mean I can still be sad, but I still can't let that affect what I still got to do, because I still got a state championship to win, me and my team. That's the main thing. The main thing is we gotta get a house. That's the main thing. But another main thing is state championship. Just seeing my mom put that work ethic in and just raising me the right way and making sure I'm good, great before her. It means a lot. So it rubs off, and that's how I get through it.
Yeah, and you picked up late night shifts at Domino's.
Yes, sir.
To help out. So I guess let's talk about you're thinking of doing that to help out, and also too, like, how late are you working on those nights, and how often are you working?
I didn't think they could make you work that late on a school night, but
There's
I think things have changed.
I mean, some nights I work pretty late. Like the other night I worked till about like 10:30, 11. I mean, most times I'll go in because I gotta go to like practice, stuff like that. So like if I gotta work during the week sometime, like I would have to tell the boss like I gotta come in. If I'm scheduled for 4, like I can't make that. I gotta go like maybe like 5:30, 6, and then I work from like 6 to 11, 6 to 10 some days. Or if it's like a weekend, I don't got nothing to do, I work to like 4 to 12, or I'll close, something like that. So I mean, I'm just trying to get a little extra money, but just to help out, and I mean, I work late some nights, and I'll get off early some nights, but it's just, but I get free pizza. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw your mom on Facebook saying the Domino's
Yes.
rewards really help out.
Yes, the Domino's discount
Discount.
definitely helps out.
Yes, sir. It helps out a lot.
Yeah, and so what helping out your mom, is that just helping kind of recover some things from the house, or just trying to?
No, it just puts money in his pocket, so
Oh.
that way he don't have to ask me every day for money. So that's a big help in itself, because before he got a job, it was just, can I have $20? Can you cash out me $20? Can you cash out me this? Can you cash out me that? And that was literally every day. And if he wasn't asking me, he was asking his grandma.
It was not every day.
It was.
No.
Anyway, so just in that self, it's like he can buy his own gas, and he can buy his own food, and it just, even though I don't have, rent to pay right now, it just helps out that he can, or they even wanted to get a job, because I mean, I think that's, kudos to him for, going over there and just being like, okay, I'm ready to work, or when can you put me to work? Because before Christmas, we were filling out all the paperwork and stuff, and he was, every 5 seconds he would come in there and he was like, how do I fill this piece out? How do I fill this piece out? So I was like, just give me your phone and I'll do it for you. And I probably shouldn't have done that, but
No, I sat there. He sat there.
it was just, all these questions, and he was like, I don't even know what this means. And I was, so, explain to that what that means. And so, and then with all so he was already kind of in the process of getting the job before the fire happened, and then, afterwards, it just kind of, he started to work the week, literally, I think it was like 3 days after the fire, and so I was very, happy and, proud of him for doing that, just to kind of get his mind off things and have something to do other than just sit at home. Not that he would do that either, but.
So this is your first job.
Well, I like cutting grass.
Okay.
I like that's kind of what I do. I want to own me a landscaping business when I grow up. But there's this guy in Pittsburgh. His name's Moody, Brad Moody, and he has a
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out. He has a little landscaping business, and he I'm really grateful for him as well. He let me help him like during the summer, like when I don't like really have that much to do besides AAU, but when I have free time, I'll work during the week because we don't got school. But I'll go help him a couple days a week. That was kind of like my part-time job. So I really didn't work. I guess it wasn't like a whole year. Or like you couldn't do it a whole year. It was just summer kind of. I mean, he does work in winter, but it was just a summer job, just to make a little extra money as well. But yeah, that was fun. It was hard, but it was fun.
He'd been out there in the 100-degree days cutting grass, but he enjoyed it. And Brad seemed to think that he was, good at what he was doing. Didn't have to go behind him and
I always loved cutting grass.
check after him. He just let him do what he did, and kept it moving. And they would do what, like 12 or 13 yards a day?
Sometimes like 16, 18,
Wow.
20. I think one day we had like 23. And it was like 4 o'clock, and he was like, "Yeah, we got 7 more to do." And I was like, "Good gosh!" I was like, "We 7 more." I was like, every one we did, I would count down. I'd be like, "We got 5 more, right? 4, 3." I'm ready to get off.
I guess that kind of helped with like conditioning too. Well,
It did because I would have he would make me get that big old blower on him. I would have to carry that, and we would be cutting like mansions. I'm talking about like we would go into like some nice houses and cut their yards, and like they would have long steep driveways, and I would have to sometimes walk up there. Then Moody was like, just drive a lawnmower up there, because he has a nice set. He has like a nice lawnmower, so I just drive a lawnmower up there and blow. got easier. But then when you get back into like the pool area, just carrying the big thing and then weed eating and all that in 100-degree weather, 95-degree weather, it's pretty hard, but it helps. It does help. It gets you in shape for sure.
Gotcha. Yeah, and your mom said, you guys had a village come and help you guys out when the incident happened. But also want to ask, how did your teammates and coaches at Northwood kind of rally around you when they heard about it and then you went back to practice?
They was really supportive. I had a lot of some of my past teammates as well from last year, the year before that, reach out to me and just be like, if you need anything, just let me know. Like, you need to talk about anything, let me know. Coaches, same as well, Brown, Polis, all the coaches, they was just very supportive. So, like, as soon as they heard about it, they texted me, called me, just to let see if I was okay. My teammates, as soon as they heard, they were supportive. They texted me and was like, if I need anything, just let me know. And I was very supportive. Very, 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 very appreciative of all of them who reached out, and also very appreciative who everybody reached out to my mama as well, because that means a lot. And yeah, they was very supportive. I can tell they care about me, and it means a lot.
Gotcha. And you got a lot of time to kind of think about, a lot of time between Christmas and first game back to kind of think about getting back into basketball. What was that process like of just having to get back in the groove of things in that, I want to say, 2 to 3 weeks?
Yeah, it was about 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, it was something like that. I don't know. After it happened, I was like, I still got, I still gotta hoop. I still gotta play my game. I was like, even though, I can't let this affect me that much on the court. I can't let. That's what my mom always says. Just don't let what's outside, affect you on the court. Just when you step on that court, it's just straight
between the lines,
straight hooping, and every day, for every game, I just look at myself, like let's go, like you step foot on the floor, I tell myself nobody can guard me, best player on the court. And humbly, and just getting back into groove of things. It was. I want to say it was hard, but it was a little difficult. But I just try to stay to it every day. So I just got my mind off of it a little bit. Kept working on my game as well. But just get my mind off of it a little bit, and just still remembering that. I want this state championship really bad, really, really bad, and I want to do everything in my power to get it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And that's that.
Yeah, and so I guess what were your emotions like that first game back? I think it was Eastern Randolph, right? The 9th of this month.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Or did we? What did?
I don't know. I
think you guys had a pretty long break from.
Yeah, we typically play over Christmas and,
yeah.
and New Year's, and then this year we didn't. ER.
It was ER.
I guess
it was at home. Right?
Oh yeah. Okay, so it was ER.
Yeah.
So that was actually my AAU last
Johnny.
AAU coach Johnny.
Mm.
So it was good seeing him as well. But for the game I was like, I'm just ready to play. I'm finna go out here and just go crazy. And I think I did.
Well, I think Johnny told him before the game that he was only going to let him score 5 points.
Yeah, and then I dropped 25.
And then after the game, Johnny was like, "Well, I guess you scored more than 5."
Yeah.
So yeah.
I was just ready. I was really ready. I was urgent to play.
Well, with that long break, and even now, we haven't played in.
Yeah.
Now I'm ready to play even.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
You get such a long break, and then the snow and all that doesn't help, and then now we can't play for it. I guess we're going to play tomorrow, and that'll be against ER again.
Yeah.
But we'll see about that. But yeah, I think that was the biggest thing. Is he just was ready to play, and even parents coming up to me, it's acts like everything's okay. And I said, I think that's just athletes too, though. It's like it doesn't hard to show. He could be out there. Now I can see it. I can see when he's upset or if something's going on with him or but other parents might not be able to see. But I think like just your own child, you can definitely see when something's bothering him. But I mean, I think after that, I mean, he's just locked in, and I think he wants to win, and he's always wanted to win. And the 2 state championship appearances that we did go and we didn't win, that's hard. Wants it even more. Yeah, the freshman year I think was tough. That was a tough one because I don't know. I've
rewatched that game like 25 million times.
I'm a glutton for punishment. Like I'll record the game and then I'll go home and watch it. Like I don't know why. Just to make myself. I don't know.
Just make myself mad.
So yeah. So I did that for both state championship games. We watched both of them. Literally when I got home, I rewatched it again.
I couldn't. After last year, I couldn't watch that.
But then Reidsville, losing to Reidsville, it was a tough one too. But yeah, we just want it. We want it. I mean, or not we. I want it too for him, but I know he wants it bad.
Now, Cam, do you feel like you plan for something greater? A little bit. Do you have like a greater purpose as far as playing, considering what happened around Christmas now, or is it just the same as usual?
As in, like.
Well, I guess with everything that happened, do you feel like you're playing for more than maybe just yourself and your teammates?
Well, I always play, through the Lord. Obviously, He gave me this amazing athletic ability to play the game, so I always play through Him. But my second thing is, retiring my mom, my uncle, and get G-Mo, still here with us. Then tie her, make sure they're all set before I am. And yeah, I play for my teammates. I play for my coaches. I play for the love of the game. I mean, I love this game. It's been there forever. Like, thick and thin. When I'm at my lowest, when I'm on my highest, it's always been there. So I ain't never gonna take it for granted. Never. And, but yeah, I just, seeing how hard my mom worked, I don't want her to have to work ever again. That's like my main goal. And seeing my uncle work as hard as he works, I don't want him to have to work ever again. Same with G-Mo. So I want to make it there, so I can make sure my family